Hi, Zoe. We go for a walk? Oh, yeah, huh? Sup. Zoe and I here in the old washout. That's what they call Washington. That's what we call Washington. Because it's constantly washing. It's washing 24/7. But yo, I just got out the gym, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been having some great days since I started going back to the gym. And it's amazing. So I used to bodybuild back in the day, like back in the day, as if I'm an old fart. I stopped lifting consistently about 5 or 6 years ago. But anyway, when I think of how I kind of fell off, and then I mean, this isn't just with the gym either. This is just about every aspect that I've worked on in my life. You sink back down into what was familiar after you've already gotten used to the new, the shit that you've changed. It's almost like you're forced to it's almost like you're forced to go back and take a look once again, and then figure out how to get the fuck back where you got to previously. You got to do it again. But instead, the second time you do any of these things, it's all going to be polished. I mean, I've noticed that for me, my second time doing these things, going through some, let me try to think of an example. I mean, it's just, most of the shit that I can think of has to deal with my mental or my, okay, we'll just use a vague topic of depression. So, actually, depression happens, I feel like that's happened every time one of these things recycles. You know what I'm saying? Like the first time you do it, you feel so exhilarating, right? Exhilarated, like damn, I did that. I'm fucking out. Like, yeah, like never going back to that shit. And then you get dropped right back into that shit. And that's when the depression ensues, because that's when you feel like you've let yourself down, because you said you weren't going to go back. You were healthy. You was a new man. And at that point, you're feeling nothing more than I don't know, spirit told me this. You're nothing more than a rock lined in the cement. When you're at that point, you're as low, you just want to do anything that's comfortable, and right at that point, sitting still is comfortable, but it's also an illusion. Comfort is an illusion. If you understood just how unstable you are anytime you're comfortable. Like, some people get it. Like, I watch Wes Watson. And it's crazy because I got turned on to him by some other random YouTuber that I've never seen another video from before. But this one was going through Miami, talking to the richest people, asking them how they did it. And, you know, just like what would be your number one. And Wes Watson had a little excerpt like at the end, but he was so animated and passionate about what he was saying that I didn't know he had a YouTube channel. He literally just talked about money and like a mindset and shit. So I just looked it up thinking I could find some other like interviews from people of Wes Watson. He's got a full-blown YouTube channel. I watch that mug every fucking day, bro. I forgot where I was going with this. Oh shit. There's a trail right here. Okay. I never seen this trail. Let's go. But I don't know how this was tying into what I was talking about though. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. Look at. I mean, shit's not very pretty today, but I think anything when it's wet has a certain majesticness to it. Because on the outside it may look soggy and miserable, because that's how we feel when we get wet and cold. But being out here, I can feel that all these plants are they're flourishing, because I mean, for one, it's been absolutely raining for 3 to 4 fucking weeks now. Excuse my French, I apologize. I don't mean to be rude. But the rain, man, out here in Washington, the rain, it is just stubborn. Just when you're thinking to yourself, you're like, fuck, when does this shit end? It'll pick up for like 2 weeks, maybe a week. And then all of a sudden we'll get a couple days here and there. But yeah, this place is, it's pretty much a kind of a dry marsh. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of it isn't underwater, but the parts that are underwater are like soggy and all kind of crazy. But anyway, so back to what we were talking about. Going through the second wave. You know, once you get into the deepest depth, like, I never really understood what people meant by like fighting it. Whenever like you would, here's what I understood that they're talking about is that those moments you want to rage, right? Like, look, I'm a ginger, I'm Scottish Irish, and Italian mainly. Those are my two main, and they're both hotheads. So trust me, I know a little bit about rage and shit. And the hardest lesson I had to learn was to sit with it. Literally sit with it. And if I did react, I'd react maybe once, maybe twice, something like that. And I'll try to catch myself, you know. I'll catch myself, and then I'll sit there thinking directly, like, I will think about exactly what I just did and how it made me feel, and I'll analyze that shit in real time. And I'll force myself to get over it, just by, you know, thinking about it and detaching, letting it go. And if we can sit through those moments that where our attention's trying to be pulled elsewhere, if we can just sit with it and kind of flow with what we're trying to be shown, it's not always useless. It's stubborn. Maybe I'm just stubborn, and my reality's portraying this. 'Cause I know I'm stubborn. I know I'm fucking stubborn. I don't know what I want, but I know that I'm gonna do what I want. And I don't know what I want. See, I get that. I'm not here to listen to anybody. I'm here to figure out what the fuck's going down here on Earth. You know? I'm not acting like I'm gonna be here forever. I also act like I'm also acting as if this is not my last stop. Like, we're still in the beginning. We're still learning as souls, as entities, as energetic beings. Earth is literally fucking, it's like a school, like preschool. I mean, think about it. Shit. Some of the things that we have the biggest problems with as a society, as a baseline of our social complex, is very shallow, very low, very gross. It's like soupy, sewage, like, ugh. It just toxic. It just, that's all I can say about it. Just soupy sewage. I don't know where I got my knowledge, my resonance, I don't know. But I will say, most people are better off hearing this and listening to it, because, especially if you got something negative to say about what I'm saying, that just means a very deep part of you knows that I'm hitting something correctly. You know it. Because like I said, we are all, I can't say we're all this way, but anybody who's gonna run into this message and resonate with it, we are all this is not our last stop. It's not our last stop. There are humans here that are just human, that their consciousness is limited by the physical body and physical evidence. But anyone that can break those walls of consciousness and mental constructs, we are the ones. We're the ones, man. We're here to learn about these nitwits, right? No, they're not nitwits. I mean, I think I know I'm very fascinating. Like, to me, I don't know how to externally, I don't know how to put everything out there in the way that I'm thinking or feeling. But I don't think I'm really supposed to be back here, so I'm like, just kind of, I'm hearing birds and stuff, but I'm trying to make sure I'm not hearing like alarms or something, triggering any alarms. I don't know. It's kind of what I'm hearing, but I think they're birds. I hope they're birds. Real birds, not security birds. None of the drone ages. But yeah, I mean, I've just gotten to the point. I mean, look, Virgo, perfectionist, all that. Stubborn, my way or the highway, that's me. And I've had the worst problem with perfectionism and not wanting to put anything out there if it's not gonna resonate with me to the fullest. Everything I can get on here and just resonance will start flowing through me, right? But I just always feel like before I do it, I always feel like I don't know what to say. I don't know what to, and I feel like I'm just gonna stumble, but or it's like I don't know. There's just a fucking blah. But I've gotten to the point where the urgency of this information getting out, or the way I feel, to my expression has been hindered far too long. And that's kind of what I'm doing, pushing through that wall. Anytime I get yo, look at that. I know somebody really could have done this, but rock is standing. Look at that guy. What's your function? What are you doing? Which way? Well, let's go this way. There she goes. I'm coming. That's my partner in crime, man. Yeah. You know. The old, yeah, wow. I feel like I'm in a different dimension, man. Not really, but I've never been this far on this side. And there's the road that goes back that way toward that hill. Looks like there's a sign back there. Small one. Way back there. Looks like it could be hanging off of a line or something. But it's like way up there, so it's not going to really block anyway. It's just up there to see. I don't know. Kind of looks like an open area out there. Oh, look at this. It'd be much prettier if we had some blue skies. Washington! Yeah. That's cool how the fog and stuff is just sitting back there. It's cool. Pretty cool. Makes me want to see what's back there. There's a sign there. Probably just says like no hunting or something. There's another trail going back there. I wonder if these are homeless people. I mean, no, this is like a marked trail for like fucking underground bunker meetings and shit. You know, I'm waiting for the day to come up on one of the underground bunkers, man. I go out to the depths of places Not necessarily right now. I'm kind of in town, but you never know, dude. You never know. They're a lot of times just hidden in the plainest of sights. Shit. Well, I think that might be the old ending to this here viddy. I don't know if I really have anything else on my heart right now. Well, all right, y'all. Take it easy.